My name is Arun Kumar and I am the driver. Welcome to Driven Diary episode 82. Driven Diary is the documentation of my life as I build a $1 billion automotive service business called Driven Auto Care. We currently have 3 locations in the San Francisco Bay Area, and we will grow to hundreds of locations, whatever it takes to make a dent in the perception of the automotive service industry, creating prestigious careers and killing the stigma that has surrounded this industry for my entire life. Driven Auto Care was founded in 2023, and I founded it off of the back of a company called Driven Performance Advisors, which I founded in 2018, which is my automotive aftermarket specialized consulting firm. Driven Auto Care has grown very quickly off of the success of Driven Performance Advisors. I'm still currently running both businesses, and Driven Diary is designed to help document what these early stages of entrepreneurship look like. It's not easy. I make a ton of mistakes. I'm constantly running around. I'm sleep deprived. I'm frustrated, and that's what it's like. I don't really know anybody who has told the story of it being anything different, but I'm here to document it. These videos are rushed, they're unprofessional, they're challenging, they're time-consuming to make, and they're not great to watch sometimes, admittedly. But they're here for you, hopefully the fellow entrepreneur, to be able to understand that we're all in this together and this is what it takes. In this week's video, I have a lot of complaining to do. We get our computers hacked. I have to put my foot down and impose new rules with my team managers. And I get to test drive this lovely Camaro. So with all that said, let's get to the video. Tuesday afternoon, 3 updates, 3, count them, 3 updates for the people. I know this is the first clip also of Driven Diary episode 82. Sorry I didn't record yesterday, didn't miss anything. 3 updates. Today, I got the Carfax for that car. I don't know why I didn't get it earlier. I knew it existed, obviously, but the previous owner even offered to give it to me, and I, for some reason, didn't do it. So I got it today. What did I learn when I got it? I learned that this car was originally sold at Luxury Cars of Los Gatos, which is the closest Lamborghini dealership to my house. I also learned that this car was originally registered in Union City, California, which is where I live. That's pretty incredible. So this car, 17 years ago, was sold new to Union City, California, and it is now back in Union City, California. So that's pretty cool. I thought that was a fun little full circle moment for this car. It is back home. I still don't have a window sticker. That is actually now what I'm trying to get from Luxury Cars of Los Gatos is a window sticker for this car. I want to see how much it was new. I want to see what all the options that were on it were. I want to see kind of how it was fully spec'd out. I don't know everything about Murcielago options, so I'm curious to see what I learned from that. Secondly, I just got off a 45-minute phone call with Yelp, and I really dislike how all of their reps are very passionate about using their sales scripts. And no matter how much I try, they are very strict on sticking to the script. So I was able to break script, fortunately. I think it's always helpful when you can get a sales rep to break script. But Yelp does this thing that's really annoying. They will, if you are a new owner of a page, a Yelp page, as in when you buy a business and get the Yelp page transferred to you. If you try to change anything with that Yelp page, it will close the page and make a new page. That's insane. That is a horrible tactic for Yelp to do. I don't understand why they do that. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. It doesn't make sense why they would do that. Google, you can transfer ownership of a listing without any problems. Why is Yelp being so difficult with that? I assume it's because they don't want a new business to get the reputation of an existing business, but it's kind of part of what I'm buying, I think, is the reputation. That's why customers show up from day one. That's the whole goddamn point of it. So that's annoying. And then lastly, now what was I going to talk about? Oh, I had to put my foot down today with the managers. We have a lead diagnostic technician. He is our master technician. He started, actually, I made him an offer the same day I fired Tom. Still very resentful of Tom. That's a separate subject. And I hired Ben, who is the new guy. He's been with us for 3 weeks. He's excellent. He's very good at diagnosing pretty much everything. He has very detailed notes. I brought him in to be the technical leader of Driven Auto Care. And so his job is to go to every single location and ensure a certain technical standard is being met in terms of diagnostic abilities, tooling, inspection write-ups, estimating, equipment, safety, cleanliness, all of that. He is in charge of making sure that the shop portion, the workshop portion of Driven Auto Care is running effectively, and he's doing a pretty good job of that. However, we also need him to work on cars. We do need him to diagnose and repair cars as well. And he lives very close to our Campbell location. So his home base is Campbell, and I told him he can start and end his days every day in Campbell, but I will need him to travel to each location. And what I'm finding is that the manager in Campbell is monopolizing his time quite a lot, but the Fremont location is significantly lacking in experience. Here we have our newest manager, Nate, and we have our youngest technicians. So it's a pool of inexperience, and I sit here quite a lot of my days. This is obviously the closest shop to my house. But this shop has the highest overhead and is doing the lowest in sales because we have very inexperienced technicians here. Raul is plenty experienced. I shouldn't say that about him, but his skill level isn't as high as Ben's. And he has certain ways of doing things where I do want a second opinion on some of his recommendations. And then we have our apprentice here. So we really have one full-time technician who is currently tied up on a 38-hour Duramax head gasket job, but he can't get very much progress on it because the apprentice keeps taking his time away. That's a big problem up here. That's a very big problem. And so I had to put my foot down because the manager in Campbell keeps asking Ben, the master diagnostic technician, to come back to Campbell or to work in Campbell, but he cannot do that. We need him in Fremont. So I had to make it clear with everybody that we need Ben in Fremont as much as possible. So that's that. That's the inner workings of the business. That's how it goes on a day-to-day level. I sent a very strongly worded text message to the group and just said, this is what we need to do. This is what needs to happen. That's what a leader has to do. So, frustrating. Whole thing, the Yelp thing, the bin staffing thing, made up for by this car. I wonder what it was like back in 2008, driving around with this Murcielago in Union City. That would have been fun times. Anyways, that's all for now. Good evening. It's Wednesday. I'm here with my Mercy in the garage, close to 9 p.m. at night, and got a few things left on my to-do list that are just dragging on there. They're not urgent. There's no consequences in the short term for not doing them, and there they sit. And I've been sleeping extra this week, it feels like, because I got a little sick Monday, I guess. I've been doing this thing, I'll just share, that's why I came in here to talk, is I do these repair order audits, RO audits, every night. And it's a great routine for me that I put my son to bed and then I go back to the computer and I log in to our shop management system, and I see what jobs have closed out today, what's currently going on in the shops, and it helps me so much with just seeing everything that's going on. And then giving tips to my managers. We're trying to build very high level shop managers, and so I'm getting on them quite a lot because it's a very high standard. It is a very stressful job. It's a very difficult job. But if you do it right, you can get paid really well. You can be very satisfied. You can be the face of the business. It's a tough job, but it's a great job, I think. And I love doing it. I love doing it so much. And I take a lot of pride in making sure we're doing a very good job of it. And every time I see anything we're not, I make sure to tell the team on the basis of knowledge is power. And if you know where there are gaps and where there's room for improvement, you will seek to hit those areas of improvement. Sometimes I wonder it's a little fire hosey of feedback, but sometimes it's just questions also. So that's what I want to share tonight. RO Audit sent out an email today that basically said, got to delete some quotes from here. This job wasn't even, what we should have recommended to the customer. This one needs better notes. This one, why was this service given for free? Great job on this. Great job with this customer. Good job with this documentation. So all those kind of things. Helping to point everybody in the direction of success. So that's it. Got this beautiful car to look at and admire in the garage here. It is freaking amazing that I own this thing. Not getting old. That's all for now. He wouldn't sleep, so now he gets to do pull-ups with me. Thursday afternoon, I'm almost home. I'm gonna be late today, getting home. Tried to do something nice, surprise Evelyn with some Hawaiian barbecue for a snack. And I called in the order, and then I was talking to my team, killing a couple minutes before I left, about to say bye, and I get a call from one of the managers of another location, and he goes, "Hey, my computer was just hacked. They placed an order on Amazon for some sort of gift card. I don't know what it was, and you need to sort this out right now." So I check, and there is a $500 Amazon gift card that was purchased. Apple gift card. I go to look at the email receipt, and it says it's to an undisclosed location that it's being shipped, and that's sketchy. So I call Amazon, and they say, "Oh yeah, we already locked your account." And I'm like, "All right, that's good." And so I guess it's escalated to some level 2 security folks, and they've already canceled all pending orders and reset all the passwords and kicked every device off. And it'll be a little bit of work to get us back up and running and reordering all the parts that we need to get coming back again. But yeah, that was sketchy. Somebody remote accessed into our computer in San Ramon. And that was a computer that I inherited from the previous owner of the business. So had some remote software in it. I probably should have formatted the hard drive or something to clean out everything and start from scratch. That is a new thing to learn. Here's another thing to learn. Don't buy squatted trucks. Squatted avalanche. That's a shame. Got it all cleaned up today. Got me a new car for the day. Got me a pink V6 Camry. Not Camry. Camaro. This thing is sick. Anyways, I'm having to run the Fremont shop because Nate is out sick. So I'm going on a test drive for a customer. Friday, that's all for now. First of all, Nate, I don't know what you're doing there. Hot. And we're back with the Camaro. Obviously it's not pink. Obviously I had no clue how to talk in that video. It's actually still the same day. It's Friday evening now. And I'm recording the outro because I'm going out of town for the whole weekend with my family. This is the first family vacation since my son was born. First real vacation. We went to Seattle, but that was to see my parents. This is like a real vacation. We're gonna see how that goes. Just me and my wife trying to make it work with our son on a trip. So, cutting this video short, no weekend for this driven diary, no Murcielago clip whatsoever. That's not true, there was one. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a comment below. If you want us to show up higher in the YouTube algorithm, please leave a like. That will help us show up in suggested videos for other folks. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I don't know why you wouldn't be. It's kind of easy to. Just click one little button. Anyways, I hope until next week, you can go out and continue to build your own automotive dreams and stay driven.